So I'm going to do a quick, longish dissertation about pale elementals. So they have 500 HP, 5000 HP, sorry, their threshold is 500 HP for a glory kill. So as soon as you get them under 500 HP, technically they get staggered. I think there are two exceptions to that rule. First one is if you get him under 500 HP mid-animation. So in particular, while he's taking out a lost soul from his mouth and he's about to throw it, there's a moment during that animation where if you shoot him, you are not going to get a stagger. I think the other rule might be if get him under the 500 threshold, 500 HP threshold, but it's not actually your shots that do it, it's the shots of another mob. So in this instance we have two pain elementals and their lost souls deal damage. One pain elemental's lost soul can actually damage the other pain elemental, and I feel I haven't managed to replicate this consistently, and obviously it's a bit difficult to replicate, but I feel that if it's the other lost soul, pain elemental that deals damage to it, you won't be able to get it to stagger. Actually, I'll restart the fight to show you, because you see they lost a bit of HP there and I didn't even shoot. I think it's their lost souls that deal damage to them. I'm not exactly sure, and I need to check that. The last thing I also wanted to point out is that if you shoot through a lost soul, it's going to deal less damage. So in my opinion, the easiest setup for glory kill on these guys is 3 ballista shots, because a ballista shot deals 1505 damage to pain elementals, meaning that 3 shots gets them to 485 HP, which is just under the threshold, and you can't actually, it's just under and you're pretty far away from 0, so you can't kill them with 3 ballista shots, and you're more than likely to get them below the threshold. The other setups kind of work. So for instance, the arbalist shot with the precision bolt and so forth, they work, but in my opinion they're a bit more tedious and they get you a bit lower in HP. I think the arbalist precision bolt, ballista precision bolt gets you around 300 HP, so you're closer to 0, so it's not necessarily better in my opinion, but whatever works for you works. But I'll show you what I meant with the animation and with the lost soul. So a single shot, as you can see, took him down from 5,000 to 3,495, so that's 1,505. I'll try to get you a shot through a lost soul. That's too bad. As a good opportunity. Yeah, there. So I took him from much was he? He was at 3,990. Sorry, but I dealt less damage than I should have. I took him from 3,595 to 2,000 something like 40. So I only dealt 1,440 damage, and that's because I shot him through a lost soul. So you need to be careful, because if you shoot them through lost souls, the 3 shots are not going to be enough. So there's one particular animation you want to be careful, you want to avoid, is the one where they shoot through their mouth for the lost soul thing. Because when they shoot through their mouth, the lost soul is coming straight at you, whereas when they shoot it, lob it to you like that, it's kind of okay, because they take a different trajectory. But as you see, oh, that shot didn't even hit. I got him staggered there. It's not very easy to replicate, but I'll try. Nope. Yeah, there. So 2,045, and interestingly, it went from 2,095 to 2,045. But you saw I shot it while it was shooting through its mouth. So I hit the lost soul, and the ballista shot then hit him, hit the Pain Elemental, and it dealt less damage. And you can see, if I shoot it a third time, his HP goes to 540, but you can at least spray him down with something like a plasma gun below 500 quite easily and quite safely. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't work, and once again, the reason why that doesn't work is usually because you're shooting him mid-animation. So I'll try to replicate it, the animation thing. That's a third shot. I'll try to get it properly. There. So his HP is below 500, but I shot it while it was animating to lob Lost Soul, and unfortunately when that happens you're in trouble because you can't just poke it down to less than to get him staggered. I'll try to do it again. So that's one shot, two shots, three shots, and it doesn't work. That's bad news. So let's kill this guy. Try to do it on him. That's one shot, shots. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Three shots. Now he's just above 500, but since I shot him after the animation, he's okay. And you saw his HP went back to 2500. Sometimes after a stagger, they don't. For some reason, I can't explain. Sometimes after you stagger them, they won't go back to 2500, it'll stay at 485. Like right there, he stayed at 485. So if you missed the glory kill on that specific Pain Elemental, tough luck. You can't get him to stagger again. I don't know if that's specific to Pain Elementals or specific to other mobs, so if it's a problem relating to this specific enemy. But if that happens, I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can be careful when shooting it and avoiding the animation, but there's nothing you can do with regards to the HP thing. So that's about it. So ballistas, 3 ballista shots I think is good, because even if you're unlucky and you kind of shoot it through a Lost Soul, you're more than likely going to stagger it. There are still some inconsistencies. You can see this guy has 435 HP instead of 485, meaning that I dealt more damage to it. I feel that if you shoot it while it's lobbing a Lost Soul and you somehow kill the Lost Soul while dealing full damage to him, the Lost Soul deals damage to the Pain Elemental as well. I'm not exactly sure, but that's how I feel it. In any case, even if that happens 3 times from 485 to... It only brings the mob down from 485 HP to 135 max. You can deal an extra 150 damage, so that's not too much of an issue. So once again, I think 3 ballista shots is pretty good. It's pretty consistent, and it's easy. You just keep your ballista out and you shoot it. But you do need to be careful when on your last shot, when you actually do that last shot, because you don't want it to be mid-animation, especially when he's lobbing stuff. So if you do it early on, I think that if you do it early on in that animation, it's okay. What you want to avoid is right there. Well, as you saw, I just got it under 500. I think what you want to avoid is as soon as he gets his hand in his mouth, he's immune to stagger. Do it a bit earlier, it's okay. If you do it after he's shot his Lost Soul, you'll be okay. But if you do it too late, yeah. So you see there, he's immune. You really want the Lost Soul to leave his hand before you actually shoot him. That's 1, 2, and 3, and you're okay. You see, he goes back to 2,500. I don't know why. So that's that.